These are the Tablewar cases, and I'm going to use the first 30 or 45 seconds of each video to show you the size comparison. On the bottom is the Tablewar full-size case. I haven't taken the paper off yet, even though I've had it for a few months. On top of that is the half case, so it's the same width and depth, just not as tall. And on top is what they call the mini, which is a third as wide and a little bit shorter and a little bit less deep, and it was designed to go on airplanes and such. So here's your size comparison of the three cases, and now we'll move on to looking at the individual cases. Alright, this is the half case from Tablewar. It's just like the other two cases, but it's half the size. So it's $150, comes with two of the display boards and a drawer, and it's about 20 inches wide, 10 inches deep, 10.5-ish inches high. And again, even the cubic inches doesn't work with these because there's so much dead space around those display boards. I'll show you that in just a second. And even from an infantry model standpoint, it really depends on how you set it up. There's so much variability in it, and if you've got tall things, it really can kank stuff up. But I do like them. I'm just saying that they are not a cost-effective alternative for transport. For displays, they're awesome. Now, just like the others, got a couple locks up here, and I'll be honest, this is the case that has not left my house since I got it. I have just not had an opportunity where that has really met the needs of something I needed. Again, you can flip this off here, and like the large case, and unlike the mini case, it has these sorts of hooks, so they just hook on and slide off. It can be a little bit problematic to get it on sometimes, but not too bad. Pops open just like the others, and then you can fit 2 to 3 trays. It really depends on how tall your models are. And just like the others, it uses the same rail system with the little holes. And just like the others, just like the large one, it has a good sized drawer that you could actually use, or you could just leave it out and then have room for another tray down here. This does not have a piece of tin under it to magnetize it like the mini does. I think that would be an awesome thing if they could add that to all of their trays. So these are standard infantry size models. Some of them are a little taller than a standard model, which if you put all of your tall things on the same tray, you could probably get away with more, but with this you could get a third tray in there. I don't have one out with me right now. So if you just think about numbers of models, if you go 60 per tray, you could cram a few more if you didn't use the little pieces here. You could get 3, so 60, 120, 180 at $150, plus you've got to buy the $4.50 for these little tray pieces here, plus 10 cents per model for a magnet. On average, you're still looking at, just like the others, at about $1 per infantry model if you want to compare it that way. But like I said, this is not something that you would buy because you want to have mass storage capacity. It's because you want to display and you want to make your stuff look good. And the #1 advantage to these is you store them standing up with the magnet so you don't break off all their little bits. I know this is really short, but this is just the mid-size range one. I think it's probably less versatile than the big one. You could take a skirmish army pretty easily. You could fit a whole Grey Knights army in there probably, but if you have one big dreadnought or something that, you know, size-wise, you just have to be cognizant of the height issues. Other than that, they're great cases. I like them. I would rate this just like the others with a 1 for cost, a 4 for durability, and I would just do weight is going to be a 2, and flexibility I'd give it a 4, and for fun, I'd give it a 10 for fun because they are great cases, but they are for display purposes. I would not consider this. Some people would consider it a big a transport case. I don't. It is a transport, but it's for transport when you want to transport in style.